say
Top Billin. Oh, a little birdie told me that my man Moro Ojomo has leveled up. He's ready to step right into Milton Williams' role, and we may not miss a beat. This was coming out of NovaCare, right? So we see right here on the internet in a compilation, people are saying a lot of the same thing. Ojomo has been consistently getting into the backfield and disrupting the offense during practices, earning praise for his pass rushing skills and ability to penetrate the line of scrimmage. He's even recorded sacks, quarterback can't be hit, and batted down passes. Ojomo has held his own against established veterans on the Eagles' offensive line, including successfully beating Landon Dickerson one-on-one and giving starting right guard Tyler Steen. Uh-oh. Who said that? Who's been on the Tyler Steen train for the last few years? A tough time during practice. He even got the best of Lane Johnson in the rep earlier in camp. Come on, man. This is something that we need. I think very similar to the Keely Ringo situation. I don't think people realize how great we had it with Milton Williams in the fold. That dude was cold. Absolutely cold. I'm not going to fraud you. I was extremely sad when Milton Williams went to the New England Patriots. This was my favorite, if not my favorite player on the team that after Haas Reddick left, of course. And he's no longer there. But hey, if you can get a guy like this in the 7th round and then have him be a homegrown talent that can step in for a Milton Williams, oh my God, this is how we do.
This is how we do.
Howie Roseman. Now, don't get me wrong, Moro Ojomo already made his presence felt last year, in my opinion. When he would get in the games, you would definitely see his name. Now, he didn't necessarily get after the quarterback in a manner that would get you a ton of money, right? Let's be real here. Pressure is dope. There's no doubt about that. Pressure is dope. It can have an impact on a quarterback. But, hey, if you don't get that quarterback on the ground, he still has a chance to make a play. On this particular play, he did. I felt really good about this play. Check this out right here. You get a TT stunt along with an edge exchange. So you'll get Josh Sweat here getting on the inside, and then you get Zach Bond coming off the edge. Same deal right here. Jalen Carter, the guy who's usually racking up doubles, right? When people try to charge that to Jordan Davis, it's Jalen Carter who's racking up the doubles, right? So he's forcing the action right here. It's the hammer and the nail situation, and this becomes late action because Moro Ojomo gets into the chest, right? And then with the late action, he comes over. So think about that. This is dope right here. Watch this. Bang, into the chest, then come over. Matthew Stafford, confused and fertilized in the snow. Can you fertilize in snow? Someone let me know. But you see this right here? That puts everybody in man coverage. Matthew Stafford probably looking for a little bit of zone. Oren Burks right there on the running back was probably going to be his dump off there. But you can see, man, this is very much called to perfection right here. Even having the edge breached by Zach Bond right here that can kind of force Matthew Stafford up into the waiting arms of Moro Ojomo, but Ojomo still did his thing right here. Got into the chest. Bang, right there. Caused a little bit of a 2-car pileup. And then you can see him coming around the mountain when he comes. And then, boom, finally got him one, man. Too many times with Moro Ojomo, though, man, it's him getting close and not necessarily getting there. Here's an example of what I was talking about. You get Moro Ojomo right here. Close but no cigar. Watch this. Hell of a rush, getting under it. Doesn't make the play. Patrick Mahomes still makes a play. You know what I mean? So pressure is great. There's no doubt about that, but there's no substitute for getting that quarterback on the ground. Remember, this is Javon Hargrave's lineage, right? From recent years. Javon Hargrave mastered playing next to somebody like a Fletcher Cox and being able to rack up. What he had, like 18, 19 sacks over a couple of seasons. I want to see Moro Ojomo be that guy next to Jalen Carter. But we see right here, he's actually working with my man Milton Williams right here. So this is a good rush move, right? He played it even kill. So it's a sell, no tell right here. Plays with the hands, late pause, right? Plays with the hand, late action right there would cause my man to work his action a little bit later as well, and he ends up having, I don't know what this shit should have been called, man. You bear hugging a man's neck area right here because you having to pull the ripcord because you can't use proper technique because he straight fooled you out the gate. You can see this right here. Damn near takes him to the ground, and Moro Ojomo's unable to finish that right here. But I love the move, and I love the spacing of this. Think about this. The Chiefs are working with spread spacing, so you don't see them necessarily foot to foot like you would see if you're working these power schemes. So they're working with that spread action, and he's still way out. So he's damn near, if you think about it, he's at a 5 technique, right? And that would make Jalix Hunt here way out towards the 9s, right? So that's some great spacing to work with right here. And he makes the most of it right here. I just love the hand placement there, and then him being able to get around there. But close but no cigar. Look at this. Towards the 9s, you have Nolan Smith. Out here you have Jalix Hunt. And you have Moro Ojomo and Jalen Carter. So that's very much what we're going to have this year when we're talking about being in those sub packages, the nickel sets here. Moro Ojomo, really, really good rep right here. Check this out. Fought the hands. Look at the foot energy and the action with the hands, right? Good play right there by Oren Burks, too. All right, so I'm focusing on some of these playoff reps because that's the second season, right? He started to come alive in the second season, really getting with the pressure, and I expect him to carry that over and to excel off of that, right? To improve and excel off of that, and we saw it right here. But look at his hands to the face again. So that's letting you know right here, he's confusing people with this hand action. He's giving them big action, something for them to think about. And these dudes are not reacting in time. So you see my man, hands down, man down, right? Nope. He has to shoot that bad boy and ends up shooting right to the face, man. So once again, that should have been called. But then he's able to continue to fight the hands because he has that continuation on the hands right there. Damn near burped the baby, too. Burped the baby. Look how skinny he gets. Moro Ojomo is one of these dudes with some really good quickness, right? Nice size as well to be able to play on a 3 technique. And continues to work. Nice core strength. This is all holding. Right? I'm saying, my man's being held. And, yeah, they're not calling this shit right there. But, boom, he forced a quick throw there. Oren Burks cleans it up. Oh, nasty. One more time. Run that shit. Straight holding and everything. Still able to get vert up the field. And then force the quick throw. Nasty. Last one right here. Look at this. My man is unable to put it in park, so he has it in neutral. So he has him rolling, a rolling start. This is a good rep. He widens it out, right? Looks like it's going to be a finesse move. He converts his finesse into power, gets into his chest, and then look at the lean right here. My man unable to get his bend on right there. He gets up under his chest and then starts to drive. So he's trying to anchor down them mud hooks, can't put it in park. And then look at that, right? Walking him back like he's on skis. On skis, on rollerblades. Rollerblades with skis on him, walking as a damn. He gave him three hops back. 1, 2. Oh, did he get 3? Yeah, he gave him 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes definitely has nowhere to go right here. Good underneath coverage as well. Patrick Mahomes can't get to his tertiary read right here as a short arm, that bad boy. Come on. As a damn good rep right here. Coming out, winding it up, getting into his chest. Chaining moves together. So think about that. This guy came in the league. Fletcher Cox was on his team. Being able to learn from Fletcher Cox. And then Milton Williams is a little bit ahead of him. Being able to watch Milton Williams work and then working alongside a guy who came in his same class in Jalen Carter. It's his time to shine now. I'm actually very excited about Moro Ojomo and his potential this season. So we shall see how that works out. So let me know what you think about Moro Ojomo and where that's going to go. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to see me talk about Ty Robinson and all that, right? I'm going to get to the rookies when we have actual film. I'm not really wanting to talk about college film or anything anymore. So when we get to the preseason games, you know it's on. So keep it locked right here. Much love to everybody out there, all my villains. Much love to everybody in the Delaware Valley area, North Philly. Stand up. Let's do it.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.